Yesterday, I received a call from a cyber criminal, and this one was really different from any of the ones that I received before because it originated, number one, from a California number that was an American, 100% American English speaking person. And their target was my Coinbase account. So I'm going to give you the details. I'm going to show you exactly what they did and how they tried to trick me into giving up the information, the credentials and everything to my Coinbase account. So they called me and told me that my Coinbase account had been compromised. They had my email address, but of course they didn't have my password, because if they had my password, they probably would have already logged into it. And so the way the scam works is their goal was to pretend that someone attempted to log into my Coinbase account. And as a result of it, they're calling from Coinbase and they want to make sure that I secure my account. So what they first did is they wanted to make sure that I received notification in case somebody attacks my account. And the way that they attempted to provide this proof is they signed me up for Coinbase Bytes. Now, this was my first indicator, because I'm just telling you, like, I'm on the phone right now talking to somebody, the CEO at my company, and I'm like sitting here like, okay, so Coinbase calls me personally when somebody tries to attack my account. And what they do is, in order to protect my account, they sign me up for the Coinbase newsletter. So at this point, I already know that this is an attempt from a cyber criminal. Okay, so I'm like, cool, I'm going to play it out because I want to see what the punchline is. And I'm going to show you the punchline. So he has my email address. They sign me up for this Coinbase Bytes email. So typically, if you're trying to analyze emails, what you want to do is you want to click on, especially if they come into Gmail, which this is, you're going to click on the three little dots here. You're going to do show original. Okay, this gets blocked by the pop-up blocker, but I'm going to show you what that looks like. So what I've done here is I've actually copied what's called some of the security. It's part of the email headers, but this is information that tells me exactly who this originated from. And so he's trying to say that this came from Coinbase, and this first email came from Coinbase because I know that they use Amazon SES, which is email features, I think, sent through Amazon to be able to send their messages. So I went through, I verified that this was the case, and other Coinbase emails. Okay, so you can clearly see this passes DCAM. So the thing is, if somebody's trying to pretend to send a message from another location, like from another .com or something like that, that they actually don't own, then these security features are going to show fail in most cases. Okay, there are places where they can actually get around it. So now let's pivot. Let's take a look at what they did in their second email. So after he kind of gave me the pitch and stuff like that, that they wanted to get my account secure and stuff like that, which I already knew this is not Coinbase behavior. Big companies typically, if your account gets hacked or something like that, you may get an email, you probably won't. And if it actually gets compromised fully, you'll get like, some notice and some free credit monitoring or something like that. So I already know that this was not looking like a legitimate thing from the beginning. But then they send me this email, okay? And this supposedly is where they want to, and this is where the punchline comes in. So the first email is just to send me something legitimate from Coinbase to make me think he actually works there. He's like, well, what I'm going to do is, in a second, I'm going to send you this number, and it's going to have your case number and everything for reference. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up here, and I'm going to send you an email to allow you to log in and verify that you are the owner in the account. And that is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to verify that you own the account and trick you into putting in your credentials. But let me show you something about this email. First of all, it's literally right here. The message says it's supposed to be from Coinbase, but you can see right here, it says help desk Coinbase.support via Mail Protect. Okay, let me make it smaller. mailprotect.be. Now, you remember on the first message that I showed you actually from Coinbase, it showed that it's from Amazon SES. So let's look at this show original on this account so you can see the difference. And I'm going to show you what the security features in email show you. Remember, in Gmail, you can click on the three dots and you can click show original. Okay, it doesn't work on this pop out, but I just got this. But if you're in your full inbox, I'm just not showing my inbox. Okay, so let me show you how this looks. So here are the email headers from the malicious email. Okay, so as you can see, it shows that the authentication results DCAM passed, which means it passed the security features and everything. But the problem is from the domain of Claude at matimo.be. Okay, and it even gives me the IP address here that shows that it is a permitted sender. Now, inside this email header, there's typically what's called an X original, which means I can see the IP address that the sender sent from. So let's see if we can actually take this IP address and see if this is actually the client IP address, because that's what we're looking for, the client IP address, if they use some kind of program outside of a Gmail account. So this is what I found when I actually look at the IP address of the sender. Maybe he wasn't American, maybe he was, but the IP address originates in Belgium. So this is why this attack was a little different. Didn't follow the same type of attack pattern as your average cyber criminal, but once again, using the California address, very much English speaking, very much convincing. So much, but once again, I've just been doing this for a long time. I've actually had some fun with cyber criminals. Don't ever play with them, because you piss them off, they can destroy your life. Okay, so I can tell you, I got some, like, they called me and cursed me out like repeatedly. Don't fall prey to this scam, and stay safe. And remember to take your time. Anytime you get a call from anybody, it is better not to take the call or to hang up on them versus putting your information in. And if you don't have a password keeper, for Lord's sake, you need to use password keepers. Okay, so I'm going to give you a link to Keeper here in the description of the video that will allow you to get a password keeper. And I'm going to make a video showing you how to effectively use it, because you should not have the same password on any website, period. You should have 100-character passwords when they allow it, 60 when they force you to, 30 when they force you to, but no password should ever be the same. Okay, understood? And don't forget, I've got a whole series on Tenable, so check it out. If you want to learn vulnerability management, if you want to learn endpoint detection and response, I have a whole video series and just started a new one. So check out the channel and continue learning real skills that's used in cybersecurity.